Unbreakable Souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by if you're new here. Um, if this video made it to your algorithm, this is meant for you. If you look at the bottom of this video, there's no hashtags, there's nothing. This is just a video, so this made it to you for a reason. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and not scrolling. I do appreciate that. Again, if this made it to your algorithm, there's a message for you here. So stick around. You might find something useful. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning and just continuing to go with me on this journey. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to hop on here. I'm going to do something just a little bit different today. I don't know about anyone else, but I have had a major shift happen in my life, and it just 2 days ago. And I mean life-changing shift. And depending on how you look at it, it could be good or it could be bad, but of course we always want to find the blessings in the disruptions, right? So the way I think about things, now I'm not perfect, and I don't always think I'm not always positive. But we are a collective, and I know if I had a major shift happen in my life, a life-changing shift, I know you have too. It could be with a job, it could be with a relationship, it could be with family, it could be with whatever. Something major has changed in your life. Major. To where you don't know what's going to happen next. You have no idea what is next. And you really don't understand either. You're asking God, why? Why is this happening? Well, I thought I did everything right. What now? What next? See, but what you don't know, as we talked about manifestation quite a bit, what you don't know is that in order for something new to come in, God's got to move some things around. So, for instance, if you ask for a job, a better job, or with better benefits, because your current job just isn't cutting it, you getting your bills paid, but you really just not the lifestyle that you see yourself in, your future self. That's not it. But you're comfortable right now. You're so comfortable in whatever situation you're in. Let's put the jobs away. Let's just talk situations, because everyone is dealing with something different. But as a collective, we're learning similar lessons. And the lesson that is going on right now is a test of faith. God has made you so uncomfortable in this time in your life to where you have no other option but to go to Him. Literally, you are in a season of isolation right now. But here's the thing. Normally, see, for a lot of us as a collective, we have gone through a lot of things that, just like all our lives. For instance, if you're a chosen one, you were born into some sort of struggle. Born into lessons, learning lessons as an infant, as a young child, as an adolescent, as a teenager, as a young adult, as an adult. We're constantly learning lessons. So I say all that to say, I hopped on here because, yeah, it's a shift. But you gotta remain positive. And trust me, I know it's not easy. Even with the shift that I just recently had, it's not easy. So I'm not trying to come on here and tell y'all what to do without also myself doing the work. So I listened. There was something, I wanted to just say something. I watched this video because with this major shift, I had to really take a day, pray, meditate, everything. And in that, as I'm praying and I'm asking God for guidance and I'm asking God what to do now, and I'm just like really really praying and asking, and then a video pops up. And in that video was just some animated video, but the message in it was so important. It talked about going on a journey, on your life journey, and just understanding, looking at it in a different way to help you get through the challenges and the shifts and the changes and the transformation and the disruptions that will happen, because that's life. For every good thing, there's a bad thing, the yin, the yang, the balance. So yeah, if things have been going really well for you, you may have a little, the table's probably shaking a little bit, and you're trying to figure out why. Because you've been devoted, you've been obedient, you've been working on yourself, and then boom, something disrupts your routine. So anyway, back to the video that I heard. In that video, it said, when you're going on your journey, you want to think about your life journey in this way. Say you're going on a trip, a road trip. Let's say you're driving from California to, we'll say 3,000 miles. You're making a 3,000 mile trip. And on that trip, you know your destination, you know you got to get there. You have, the GPS is saying, okay, you're going to get there in 3 days. But something happens. Maybe you get low on gas and you have to stop. And with that, you find something to eat. So you go somewhere and you eat. Or you may just be tired of driving, so you want to just get a hotel and chill out. Now, you're not like, oh no, what am I going to do? I'm not going to get to my destination in time. And, you're not stressing. You're kind of just understanding, okay, I can wake up in the morning, we'll just get back on the road and we'll keep going until we get there. There's no stress, there's no anxiety about getting to that destination if you are on a road trip. So if you think about your life as a road trip. There's going to be delays. There's going to be times where you want to stop and explore other things. That doesn't stop your journey, and that doesn't mean you won't get to where you're going. There's no need to be anxious. There's no need to be worried. You'll get there. You're on your way. You're going in the right direction. Just keep going. Keep pushing. Don't give up. So I was shuffling my cards. 111 came out. That's intuition. Some of y'all need to just trust your intuition. Trust what your inner self is telling you. You need to go inside, because really, collective, you guys are guided. I feel like you're connected. We talked about this collective, in some way, shape, or form, you're receiving messages as well. Someone here needs to trust their intuition. Follow their intuition. And with that, with your intuition, you have a form of some personal power, right? So when you follow your intuition, when you are led by God, everything will be fine. See, you have to make sure, because God is always talking to you on every level. It doesn't matter what level you are. It doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. God will send you people in that stage of your life. God will send you people on that level you're on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you have to make sure that with everything that's happening, you're seeking God, meaning you want to look for the signs, the synchronicities, the messages in the songs, the messages in the videos, this type of message on YouTube video, whatever it is. If you seek God's guidance in everything, because everything is connected, if you seek God's guidance, you won't be worried. It's the people who are trying to do everything on their own, and they're not sitting back, relaxing, not relaxing, but sitting back and really paying attention to the angel numbers, or to the random crow that's sitting outside of your window, or to again, lyrics in a song. Randomly you turn on your TV, and or you get in your car and there's a song playing. Always pay attention to that. Always try to see what your guides, your ancestors, God, Holy Spirit, the universe, whatever it is you seek God in everything that you do, and you'll be guided. Y'all are going to be, so this shift, whatever shift it is, you're going to be recognized for your unique skills, whatever that is. You could have different skills on, you could be, whatever it is you can offer. Because here's the thing, whatever shift this is, I think you feel like you lost something. I think there's a sense of embarrassment, or a sense of questioning your worth. And anything that doesn't see the value in you and can walk away, or can release you, or just doesn't see value in you enough to where they are okay with you not being in that space anymore, let it go. You don't want to be in a situation, in an environment with someone who does not value you, who does not care, who's willing to let you go. What's for you will not pass you by. If something is trying to leave, if something is being released, let it go. Because you're about to have, this time right now, this disruption, every time right before a major transformation, an improvement in your life, a level up, there is always a major life disruption. Loss of job, loss of relationship, moving for whatever circumstance, loss of friendship. There's a major shift that happens right before the level up. Think about it. Just think about it. In your life, every time something got better, something had to go wrong. Right? Something had to be changed. Something had to be moved out the way. Something had to be shifted. But you gotta have willpower. You gotta be unbreakable. You gotta understand, trust your intuition, follow your intuition, listen to the signs, and have enough willpower and discipline. If God is telling you to sit down right now, sit down. If God took you out of a situation, it's for a reason. Roll with the punches and see where God takes you. You remember I said that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of the deck. That's good luck. Good fortune. These aren't good times. 2, 4, 2, 4. These aren't shifts. These aren't negative. This isn't a bad tower for you. You're going through a tower moment right now. This is not a bad tower for you. You're actually elevating. You're elevating in your energy level. Your energy field is changing. Your vibrations are changing. Some of y'all might be seeing 6, 1, 1, 1. You might be seeing 6, 6, 6. This is not bad karma. This is dharma, divine karma. Everything that is shifting in your life is for the better. It's to get you to where you're going. That job you lost wasn't going to get you to where you were trying to go. That relationship you were in wasn't going to get you the family life that you wanted. That friendship wasn't going to last anyways. They didn't. That home, there's something better else. That's not your forever home. You've got amazing blessings coming. So hang tight, hold on. else here. New beginnings. This shift is due to a new beginning. Seven, 7, 7 again. Good luck. I don't like to say good luck, but blessings are everywhere for you. There's an idea that you have. Act on it. You're learning lessons. Again, every situation, every shift, there's a lesson in it. So right now, if things aren't happening at the pace that you want them to happen and you really feel stalled, you feel like you're going through a real tower moment, that's because there's a lesson you have to learn before leveling up to that next level. So if that manifestation hasn't come into the 3D yet, and you're wondering, okay, the shifts are happening, things are changing, things being moved around, but why isn't this happening? Chill out. Try to figure out what lesson God is trying to teach you. But yeah, your cycle, this cycle is ending. And this next cycle that you're going in is going to be more in line with your purpose. You're fully protected. Continue to persevere through these hard times. Whatever time it is you're going through, persevere. Do not give up. Be unbreakable. Yeah, there's some readjusting going on. It's important that you remain unbreakable and overcome whatever obstacles you have. It's very important. I needed to get on here to kind of tell you that because that message came through. There were so many other downloads that I got, but that was pretty much, I don't want to be on here for too long. But that's definitely something I wanted to tell you. Let's try to get some guidance here for these. Jeez Louise. Let's try to get some guidance. What let me see. I kind of started this video out a little, yeah. So what popped up? Karma, balance, justice. This is your justice. And you're confused right now. I know that. We all are. You're confused about separations or, again, these shifts. Whatever separation God is putting you through right now, there is some confusion there. But don't worry. Because you've got an offer coming in. You are getting messages, or there are messages being sent to you. So if you're worried or you're focused on something that is keeping you distracted from paying attention to those messages, get out of your own head. And listen, I'm preaching to the choir here, okay? I don't even know if that's the right thing to say. But everything that I'm telling you, as I mentioned, I'm also going through a major shift, so I'm also taking this. This is just for us as a collective. Make sure whatever expectations you have for the end of whatever shift you're going through are positive expectations. Make sure that you should expect the best. Your energy needs to be high in this moment. Whatever you can do. You want to reach for, like for instance, when my shift happened, I didn't know what to do. I'm not gonna lie. So I took a day. I prayed, I meditated. I did like some self-care. And it's just very important that you do that in this moment, collective. Slow down on the partying. Make sure you're planting seeds so that going into this new season, everything is lined. Focus on planting your seeds. Focus on not having toxic and being around toxic people. This is a very The storm is over. The storm is about to be over very soon. This was an unexpected storm for you, but it's going to be over very soon. For some of y'all, this shift is a lesson in ego, vanity, and pride. So some of y'all needed to be humble. Maybe we all needed to be humble. There needed to be a change. Do not resist this change. Do not resist this. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know. But you're getting assistance from your spirit guides. You see that? You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I think with this shift too, some of y'all are like maybe thinking that you did something wrong, or you're asking for forgiveness, or maybe you're not. But God is saying it's time to retreat. Take a time out. It's time to chill for a second. Just be still. Be still and your wish will be fulfilled. Whatever it is you are thinking is projecting in your energy field, so you want to make sure your vibrational field, so you want to make sure that you are being as positive as possible. There's also something that I heard in my day of isolation that I took, and that is you want to, as I mentioned, I know it's hard to always think positive. It's difficult. I don't always do it. But okay, let's say if something happened major that you were not expecting and you feel like you don't know what you're going to do, and say it was a sense of some type of loss, you feel like you lost something, immediately you need to try to think and think of just a thought that's going to make you feel a little better, that's going to get you out of that loss and that grief and the sadness. But every day you have to try to find a happy thought, a positive thought to get you through it. But you've got opportunities coming in, and Spirit is saying take the leap for sure. You're going to be celebrating very soon. Pay attention to your dreams. You're getting messages in your dreams. But this new cycle, this new stage that you're getting prepared for, this is forming a more a solid. You're gonna be on a more solid foundation. It's gonna improve your life. Yeah, this cycle, whatever cycle you're in, it's completed. That's why things are moving around. That's why you lost your job. That's why you got out of that relationship. That's why you fell out with those people. That's why. Cycle's over. You're still on that road. You're still traveling. You're still on your way to your destination. But you have to keep going. You can't stop. And anytime God sees that you get involved in something that's going to delay you, like, see, here's the thing. All those delays, and I talked about this in other readings, all those delays are over with. So you're out of that. You're out of that stage in your life. So if God sees you getting content, or he sees you staying at that truck stop too long, he's going to pull you out of there, and he's going to say, okay, it's time to go. So whatever's keeping you in a space that is not meant and that is not going to get you to where you have prayed. You prayed for something. At the end of all of this, you prayed that you want to get something. You're manifesting something. You are trying to manifest something. So as things move and shift around, you have to allow that to happen, because that means your manifestations and what you're praying for is happening. But you can't, that's like saying you want $100, but If someone says, okay, well, if you want $100, you gotta, instead of, I know you walk the same route every day. In order to get that $100, you have to go a route that you don't know. Just go left instead of going right. How bad do you want the $100? How bad do you want what you're praying for? Allow the shift, allow the change, and see where God takes you. That's my message. I just wanted to hop on here real quick, and I provide it with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. Until next time. Bye.